What's going on? This is the headphones. I'm too loud, bro. I don't want to listen to myself. This is the Billy Podcast. We're back again for the last fucking time, and I've already recorded this first episode like 3 goddamn times, so I'm really fucking sick of this shit. I'm kind of pissed off today. I was going to start by talking about why I'm doing the podcast and all this fucking bullshit, but I really just need to get up here and bitch right quick, and then we'll slide into that later. So I guess we'll, I'll just talk about how I'm doing just general in my life right now. It's fucking shitty. So I just need to bitch real quick. I'm going to do it real quick. We're going to talk about how fat people need to pay more on airplanes and my keys, and then we'll get into the normal fucking podcast. First of all, my keys, right? So I went out of town Thursday. I went to Boston. No, I went Friday. But fucking Thursday before work, I went to my gym. And, so they have these lockers here, and all I had was my keys. And I hate when people throw a pair of keys or just a jacket or their headphone case in a fucking locker. You're a dick. People need that space. So I threw it on the top of the lockers, and there's like a little gap. Oh, I guess this is my background. I don't have a logo yet, so we're just gonna sit with this nice fire. I had like someone driving around at nighttime. I thought that was nice, but someone told me it was too distracting. So we'll just go with this right now. Anyway, they fell behind the fucking lockers, right? Against the wall. So like, here's the wall. And there's like a little gap right here. And they fell all the way fucking down. They fell all the way down. And I couldn't get the fucking keys. So I had to walk home from the gym. Someone picked me up halfway, but still, fuck that. And my car's been there since Thursday. I've tried 3 times to go back and get it because I had to work Thursday night. So I went back at like 3:30 in the fucking morning with my dad, and I'm walking up to the front, and I'm waiting for someone to come in so they can let me in. It's a 24-hour gym, and you need a key fob to get in. It's locked. It's pretty self-sufficient, and and my key fob is on my fucking keys. So obviously I can't get in there. So I asked this one guy, and he goes, I'm not letting you in. I've never seen you here at this time. Like, dude, it's fucking 4 a.m. on a Thursday. Like, and first of all, the dude was bigger than me and my fucking dad. So really, if I wanted to slime you out right now, if I really wanted to make your life horrible, I would have done it before you walked in the gym. I don't know why he was scared, like I was about to go in the gym and beat his ass. I'm not letting you in. You need to call the guy. I'm like, dude, it's fucking 4 a.m. So I showed him the video because I have a video where the keys are at. And he goes, he was just an idiot. I guess he didn't understand. He goes, I'll just go get them for you. I'll go get them for you. I'm like, dude, you can't. You can't go get them for me. They're fucking behind the lockers. So he was a prick, so I didn't get the keys Thursday, and then I flew out of town. Flew out of town, and I had to go through, and usually I like airports. I don't know why, I like airports, and I like hospitals. Those are, like, fun places to be. I don't know, just the vibes never miss in an airport. They really don't. They're always fun. Hospitals, I don't know, they're clean. They're nice buildings. I think so. We're gonna put a pin in the gym story. We're just gonna go linear, because I come back and we have more stuff about my fucking keys. I don't have them right now, by the way. They're still fucking stuck because I can't get in the gym to go fish them out. I think fat people should pay to fly on planes. I don't know if you've ever sat next to a fucking. I'm sorry to big people. You know, if you go and you're a big guy or a big lady or a big they, them, and you go and fly, they'll upgrade you for free. So you don't have to sit next to not obese people, by the way, if you didn't fucking know. Because, an airplane, the fatties on the airplane, this is what they do. You get about this much space on a fucking airplane. And as soon as their fat fucking rolls are sliding into my section, and I can feel your body heat and your sweat, come on, you need to go get a new seat. You need to pay for fucking a seat. And it's funny because we were coming back We were flying Southwest. I don't know if that's a poor people airplane. By the way, I think airfare is too cheap now. Poor people are being allowed to fly right now. And, man, it is horrible. You should see the pieces of work that are in these fucking airports. It's disgusting. They need to make it for more wealthier people. And I'm not fucking wealthy. But if I'm flying, like, bitch, I'm dropping some money on it. I don't know. Oh, God damn it. Kick my drink a little bit. Not sponsored, so I got to cover it up. So we were in the last boarding group. And fucking me and my mom were like the last people to sit on the plane. Oh, my God. Let's see. Am I in the frame here? Can you tell me if I'm in the frame? Hey, am I in the frame? How about now? Am I in the frame now? Okay, sure. So first of all, if you don't know, if you work for the airline, you can get on a plane. You can get on whatever, like, they have open seats available for free. So me and my mom are the last people getting on this plane. There's one lady behind me. And I kept hearing all these people as we're walking to the back of the plane trying to find a seat. The lady behind me's chitty-chatting with all these passengers. I'm like, how does this bitch know everybody? Because we're on a fucking plane. You don't run into that many people you know in the airport. And it turns to find out that she and every person she talked to were all fucking employees. So we walk all the way back, and I feel bad. I should have took the bullet from my mom because we walked all the way back, and I only saw one seat, and it was between these two obese-ass people. Obese as fuck. They were sitting on the ends, so they had their shit in the middle because they know they're fat. But I guess they didn't hear that the fucking plane was fully booked, so their fat asses needed to sit next to somebody. And I just didn't get in the seat because I'm like, I'm not sitting with those people. And we walked all the way back. There were no seats. And they said, oh, ma'am, there's a seat right here. So my mom sat there, and then there was no seats for me. So they had to move an employee. So I got a pretty nice seat. They had to move the employee to a different seat. I got a nice seat. My mom had to sit next to this big-ass fat guy that was going to Tampa. I guess he's from New York. Seemed like it. Am I still in this here? I'll sit down the whole time if you want me to. If you got to keep adjusting it. Okay. All right. Man. My mom, well, first we got on the fucking plane, and it took an hour to get off, and there was a screaming child. There's 2 screaming children. And what are my thoughts on babies on airplanes? I don't really know. I guess I don't have a baby, so I would say fuck the babies. They should have a whole airliner where you only fly with babies. That'd be hell. But, I mean, fuck, dude. I didn't have my headphones either because they're lost in the gym. I don't have the fucking case. Man, them goddamn babies were so annoying. And I could see my mom 2 rows up, kind of leaning out the way. Because these obese people were just giving her a fucking panic attack. I don't know the guy's name, so I'm going to call him Tony. We're going to call him Big Tony. Because that's what he looked like. He, oh my God. And by the way, when you fly, I don't know why people, and this is why I say poor people should not be flying. Because they're flying in the most disgusting outfits I've ever seen. They don't fucking shower, and they stink. You're on an airplane with other people, and Jesus, do you not look at yourself before you leave and you think, God damn, I look like shit? You know how many people you see in the airport? That's why I like the airport. The vibes are always, I feel like, because to be honest, I feel like love is really in the air at the airports. Every movie you see, they stop them at the gate. Wait, that. Look at that. My producer's parents met at the airport, and now he's here. They probably fucked in the bathroom. That's where they made him. Anyway, so it's, when I'm in the airport, I'm just making up all these stories with these pretty women all the time. So, like, I got to go to the airport looking fresh. I mean, fuck. I was flying back like this. I look pretty good right now. I look good as fuck coming back. And, man, this fucking Big Tony was wearing goddamn shorts and a big old orange cut-off fucking shirt. Sweaty as hell, man. He just made the flight really bad for my mom. My uncle works he worked for the airliner for a long time. He says he thinks you should pay by weight to get on an airplane because he said, he'll fly for free and there'll be seats open, but they'll say they're at weight capacity. So all these obese people are on the fucking flights. I mean, they should really pay for their own seat. I'm not trying to dig at fat people because I still think I'm fat, but I was definitely like a former fatty for sure, if you don't think I am now. Man, and I don't know, it's just inconsiderate. These stank-ass fucking people flying. All the people in the airport were kind of rude. I don't know. I was around a lot of goddamn idiots, I feel like. Maybe I was just pissed off. Fuck my foot up. We're going to show you right now I was in Boston. It's just adding to my mood. I don't know. It's kind of an angry pod today. The first one, I'm all fucking riled up and pissed, which kind of sucks. Oh, Nate broke it. It's okay. It's okay. Look at my foot. Oh, God, we got to hide my toes. Look at my foot. I mean, holy shit. Do what? They need to see my foot, how fucked up it is. That's why I was upset at the airport, and that's why I'm upset right now. I had to sleep outside in Boston. I was sleeping outside. What the fuck? Anyway, I'm going to put my sock back on. It hurts really bad. I don't know what to do about it, but I'm going to just wait. That's the poor people response to you getting hurt, is you just kind of wait it out. Hospitals are expensive. You guys see these socks? I got them from this lady who stole them from Dick's Booster. They're like the nicest socks I've ever had, too. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I just think fat people should pay for extra space at the airport. It's a lot of pretty. Oh my god, dude. I had to go in the airport and I had to shit. Oh, yeah. Another thing about airports, the Arby's. I love eating Arby's in the airport. I don't eat Arby's outside like in the real world, but in the Baltimore airport, they got a big-ass Arby's. Man, and I ate there. I might never eat Arby's again. It was so fucking disgusting. There's no point to that other than that. And it's funny because I was in the line getting a shake before I left. They got good milkshakes. And I'm in Baltimore, so like, these youngins are wild out here. And they're working in this busy-ass airport. And I heard this guy come up to him and go, all I heard was, and you still got my order wrong. I'm like, oh, shit. Who's that? Oh, fat. Why are you doing that to me right now? Why'd you show me that? Why are you trying to traumatize me in the middle of this shit? It's okay. Oh, God. God damn. Anyway. Man, and you know what? Man, fuck the fucking guy that was bitching at Arby's. It's not even important. One of the Arby's guys just told him, well, you got your food and you can get the fuck on now. I was like, damn, why are you messing with these youngins in this airport in Baltimore? Like they give a fuck about the airport Arby's. They'll fucking stab you in here over this shit. Over your curly fries you wanted instead of the crinkle ones, you fat bitch. You're eating Arby's in an airport. Don't complain. Oh, God. Anyway. Yeah, I didn't get my keys back, by the way. I guess that was the end of the airport rant. I had a lot to talk about in the airport, but I don't know. So much is going on. I guess I forgot. It was cool, though. I like the vibes. Everything's real expensive in there. Fucking they upcharge the fuck out of you in the airport. And I flew without an ID, by the way. You can do that. I didn't have one. I sat at the bar trying to leave Baltimore, waiting for my flight to go. And this fucking bitch-ass bartender lady goes, I'm going to need an ID if you need a drink. If you want a drink. I'm like, I'm just sitting, charging my phone, watching the Warriors game. And then later on, she gave some fucking old guy a drink without what? Without an ID. What?
I'm sorry. Do you know the midgets that are fighting at Seaside, they're famous? They're TikTok famous?
I mean, is it all of them?
On TikTok before.
I've seen TikTok wrestlers too. Is there a guy there? Oh yeah, with the guy that's kind of fucked up. I've seen the guys. Yeah, I see them on. They're midget wrestling at Seaside right now. By the way, that's what we're talking about. They're fucking midget, and nobody invited us. What the fuck? Fuck you guys. I know people who are there right now that are gonna see this. Fuck you. You think I wouldn't want to come get fucked up and watch midgets wrestle? God damn, I would have tried to slide on one of that on one of them pretty ladies. Half a lady. Anyway, yeah, I didn't get my keys back because then I went back yesterday trying to get in the fucking door, and this stupid. And you can picture this guy right now. All you, let's close your eyes, right? So we're at a gym. And both these guys look the same. The one from Thursday and from yesterday. White guy, top heavy, has a beard, has a hat. That's it. Look like they're probably in the military. And I'm sure you've pictured, you got a perfect picture of them. And they wouldn't fucking let me in. You fucking piece of shit. I'm sitting there with a magnet on a dog leash. I was sitting in front of the gym with a dog leash with the magnet looking fucking psycho, waiting for someone to let me in, and they wouldn't let me in. The guy wouldn't let me in. I went today. There wasn't nobody's fucking staff there. It's such a self-sufficient, like, running gym. The staff is gone by like 3 o'clock, I swear. So I haven't got my keys back yet, and the Celtics lost today, so that sucks. But whatever. Fuck Philly. If you're from Philly or you like Philly, you're watching this right now, fuck you. I got a random text message today, and this is just being me. This is being me. And liking the sports teams I like, and maybe just because I'm so loud. I get text messages all the time from random people just trying to ruin my day. I got one today talking about Brad Marchand and the fucking Bruins, his rat ass. They lost last night in the playoffs. It's like a big deal. And they lost. And, fuck Boston. Fuck Philly. All your teams suck, bitch. Da-da-da-da-da. And I just said, well, Boston's winning right now. And he said, oh, you ain't got nothing. I don't even know who this is. And then I Googled the area code. All I said was, well, you got a Philadelphia area code, so you're probably a bitch. Anyway, I guess that's like the pre-intro to the podcast. So I guess now it's really starting. What, let me check. Is this recording? Oh, okay. What time are we at here? 17 minutes. All right, we're not cutting that out, by the way. We're leaving that in. Keeping it real natural. All right, so this is my podcast here. That's a little glimpse of what it's going to be about. Bullshit. Nothing, really. Everything and nothing, I guess. Well, okay, so the reason I wanted to start the podcast again was because I was at an EDM show like a year and a half ago, and I was high on mushrooms, and I was just like, fudge, man, I want to unalive myself right now. Just sitting in the crowd watching, I was having such a horrible time. But then I was like, man, we got to do the podcast one more time. So this is that. It took a long time to get there, but we're here now. So, and if I stop doing the podcast again, I just want you guys to know that I'm either dead or I'm in another country. Because that's the only thing that'll make me stop. Yeah. So I don't know what the goal is here for the podcast. I feel like, let's see, where do I want to go with this? We got to segue this properly. I've done this so many fucking times. But it never comes out good enough every time after I leave here and I record them. So, I mean, this would be good if I was I would say prepared. It's not like I'm not prepared. There's just so much that I feel like I want to tell people just about like me. Because one, we'll start off by, like, I kind of disappeared, I guess, off the phone. You know, this is kind of like a way for me to connect with people that, like, I've kind of grown away from. And that's just, like, what happens when we get older. Like, we all have real life and shit just happens. And I don't really like being in the phone no more. I mean, and it's partially because, I don't know, I think I would get into a lot of arguments in the phone. And the phone makes me pretty depressed. Because I have like shitty people talking to me in my phone. So like I don't want to, and I'm not saying everybody, but I started like not responding to people on the phone. I just, if you text me, it's either you're gonna get a text back in like 2 to 3 business days, or you're just not at all. And I feel bad because a lot of people that I like have tried to talk to me through the phone, a lot since I guess after high school, and I just kind of stopped like hanging out with so many people. They all try and talk to me, and I don't respond. And I feel bad because I'm not that type of guy where if I saw you out, like, I wouldn't stop and talk to you. I'm a fucking chitty chatter. I'm literally sitting here on this, doing my fireside chat right here. Oh my God. Oh, Nate, that girl, you remember that girl that I sent I was telling her about the mountains, the West Virginia girl? I saw her on Tinder today. I saw her again. Isn't that funny? She still hasn't found love yet. What a fucking coincidence. No, it's because she's probably a loser and likes little fucking goofy-ass frat boys I won't even say frat boys. I think we're past that age now. Everyone's graduated college. You're meeting a girl you met on Omegle. Oh, my God. Really? Where's she live? Ooh, we'll talk about that later. Anyway, but yeah, I just feel kind of bad that I feel like I owe like a lot of people just like a reasoning. I mean, I guess I don't owe it because fuck y'all, but I just want to give one out because I feel bad. It I don't know. I think about it a lot and it sucks. There's a lot of people that it's like that too. So I guess we'll just. So I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry. And this is kind of I'm hoping this is my way to connect with people again. One of my friends, it's funny, Magoo, I won't say his real name. I used to talk to him all the time in high school and stuff like that. And then it just slowly kind of dropped off after high school. And it's funny. Guys are funny on Instagram. Girls will go on and like a girl's post that they don't like, and they're like, "Yes, queen, slay." But like guys, like, dude, they'll be best friends forever, and you won't even know they're friends. But then if someone has a baby or they get married, all of them just pop out. Congrats. So it's funny when he just announced he's having a baby. Like, I went to go comment, and like I'm seeing all these people that we grew up with commenting that I don't even see use Instagram. So I just thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, so I guess, and the point of the podcast, I don't know. It's just so I don't suicide myself. Really, I'm trying to find purpose in my life. I don't really know. I don't know where it is. I don't know what I'm like supposed to be doing. I have 2 jobs. I mean, I like them, but it's not gonna fucking fulfill me throughout my whole life. I mean, I do floors. So I do floors with my father. I work on fucking, wood floors. And then I work at a club on the weekends. I'm starting to bartend, which is just a whole nother thing in itself. It kind of, I usually has a bar back, but this is like a new thing. But and it's funny. I don't even care about the what's wrong. What's wrong? What is that? What was that? What? Is it broken? What was it? To the camera? All right, well, fuck it then. I mean, yeah, people see the Minecraft. We're going to put my gameplay of Minecraft behind my podcast. Because when I used to because I've done the podcast before. I've done them before. I used to just sit on my floor and do them, That's why, this shouldn't be a new thing to some of you people. I'm sorry I stopped to all the people that supported it before. It's hard to believe in yourself. At least it is for me. I've always kind of had this like a loser mentality thing going. Kind of my whole, I don't know when it started. I don't know if I just didn't have confidence instilled in me as a child. I'm not giving out no fucking sob story because I'm not looking for no boo-hoo, feel bad for me. Jesus, I don't want that. But I don't know, it's tough. And that's like part of me trying to find my purpose is trying to believe in myself more and do things that fulfill me. Because, yeah, I have 2 jobs, and because I used to only do the floors after high school, and I was going to community college and all this. And then I thought I was joining the military out of high school, but I was 17, and by the time I turned 18, my mom wouldn't sign the papers, and by the time I turned 18, school was starting. She's like, well, you can wait till you're 18, or you can go to school for free. So I went to school, and I didn't graduate, but, fuck it. That's how it goes. And then I was doing the floors, and then me and my dad are just a whole thing, so I fucking quit that, and I did floors for a little bit, and then I quit that with my cousin, and I started sports betting for like 3 months. That was my job, and then I started working at Peabody's, and it's only open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, so I kind of need a job during the week to keep me busy and stuff, and I thought that would like fulfill me because I was working only on the weekends, and it didn't feel like I was doing like what I was supposed to. And then so I was about to get a second job, and then this girl came along, and she kind of distracted me for a long time. I mean, it's my own fault, I'm not saying she distracted me, but she took up a lot of my attention, and I didn't get another fucking job. I didn't get the second job until we stopped talking like a year later. And I remember getting the second job and like working during the week. And I remember 2 weeks after, I was like, man, this sucks. Like, that was not, I was like, I'm still empty, I guess, or just not fulfilled. And I was like, fuck. I thought that was going to do it. So I've not been lost ever since, but I've been trying to figure out what it is that's going to make me like want to like wake up and just wake up and just be ready to go do shit and do shit that makes me feel good. And I don't know. Cause I'll tell you what, working what I do right now, it's not. And man, if you found a job or a profession or whatever that you really like or something that can sustain you and fulfill you, that's fucking dope. It really is. And I feel bad for a lot of people because, I don't know, I feel like they're not doing what they really want to do or stuff. I don't know. It really depends on who you are, because there's a guy on my Instagram who he's a grinding ass motherfucker. He works at the shipyard. He's got his own construction and business, and he's doing all this shit. And he's a cool, good for fucking him. He's grinding hard as fuck. And I look at it, and I used to kind of be a hater about it, but then I'm like, that's good for him. Cool for him. Now, did I think when he was fucking 8 years old, he thought, oh, I want to work at the shipyard and run a construction company? Like, no, probably not. He wanted to be a fucking astronaut or whatever. But, he grows up, and if that's what he really wants to do, then good on you. But, fuck, man, for me, I am not doing no goddamn 12-hour shift working in someone's fucking house. That's not fulfilling for me. Money's not fulfilling to me. I like money, and I understand. I don't like money, but I understand like what it brings. Security, and it gets rid of like a lot of problems. I mean, think of like how many problems you have right now could be solved. If you got $1 million right now, how many of your problems would be solved? Probably a fucking good amount of them, and you'd probably worry a lot less, even though you don't even consciously think. It's just like my sister was talking about she had lost something today to smoke with. I'm like, why don't you just go buy a new one? She's like, oh, I don't want to go spend the money on that because she lost it. I'm like, well, I'll give you money. You can go get it because I don't give, It's just convenience and stuff like that. So that's why I don't know. I have to value money, but I can't. I don't know. I think it turns some people evil and it makes them, I don't know, blind to like what. Oh, God. I started eating mushrooms every day for like 2 weeks and it changed my life. Now I'm like real, like, I don't know, introspective. That's not even a word, you idiot. I don't know. I just am trying to question life. Life is so weird. It's such a weird thing we do. It's so odd because you can really make it how like it really matters because it doesn't matter. Life doesn't matter, but it does matter at the same time. So if your whole life is you know, if you just don't want to, I don't know, like really. I could move to fucking Alaska. I think about throwing my phone in the water, like in the ocean, and just moving into the fucking woods all the time. Because at the end of the day, shit doesn't really, it doesn't matter in a sense of like, we're all going to die and that's it. And so we have this like time here and you can really do whatever you want with it. That's what I mean when it matters, but it doesn't. So you can make it matter as much as you want. If you want to be, and you can see it, walk outside, you can see it. You want to be a fucking, you just like to do drugs and you're going to be a drug addict and that's your whole life, that's cool. Or you want to go invent, you want to go be a nurse and you want to save people and all this and help people, then that's your fucking life and that's what matters to you. But at the same time, it's so easy to just drop it and nothing really, nothing has to mean anything to you. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have a kid or like a wife or like a career that I have to stick around for. I just have family and the people that I care about. But if I didn't care about them, like I could go fucking move to, Cuba and start my whole life there. I'd be, what would my Cuban name be? It'd still be Billy. So I'm trying to figure that out. I'm trying to figure out what is going to fulfill me, make me happy, and because happiness and that is like a whole nother thing. Happiness, it's such a weird thing. I was talking to my therapist about it. Yeah, I have fucking therapists. People like to shit on me for having a therapist, but then like they have all these fucking problems and they, It's just nice, even if you don't think it works, it's nice to go somewhere where you can, as everyone else would say, bitch about your problems and just have someone have to listen. I mean, and I've told her that before, and she's like, do you think that's what this is? I'm like, no. But it kind of is. But she helps a lot. It's weird. I've only been to one therapist because I don't feel like filling another one in on all the fucking tea like Jesus. Also, I see a lot of memes on the internet real quick about how your therapist can get you fucking locked up in the loony bin. They can't do that. They give you the little sticky socks. That's the joke. They can't fucking get you locked up. You're an idiot. Anyway. But I was talking to my therapist about like happiness and stuff like that, and it's such an odd thing. Cause I started thinking about it because of like relationships. Cause I'm pretty, I don't know, not done with a relationship, but the last person I was messing with really fucked me up, and that was her fault and my fault because I just wasn't as grown and mature, and I didn't handle it as well as I could have, but that's why I went through it, so I can learn and grow from it, so I'm, like, thankful for that, but, so let's say, yeah, I'm pretty alone, right, which is a good thing. I like being alone, but I think I'm forcing myself to be a little too alone. That's why I'm excited to do this, and trying to get back. I used to be on the social media all the time, and now it's like, bleh. So let's say for a relationship, right? And we're gonna lead this back into happiness. That's why my podcast can't have a fucking point, because I go everywhere. can't have like a main like, oh, we're gonna talk about turtles and it's all gonna be about turtles. Like I can't fucking just sit there and talk about turtles because I'll talk about other shit because I just like chitty chatting. It's funny, you see, I'm sitting here by myself. It's because I talk to people sometimes and I just want them to shut up so I can talk sometimes. But let's say, so for like a relationship, right? So, you know, a lot of people say, oh, right person, wrong time, or, you know, like that. It's just the probability of having like a good relationship is it's crazy because, so you got to find someone that you really fuck with and they really fuck with you. So, boom, you know, boost the probability of you not finding someone up with that. You guys both have to be on like the same, I guess we'll just say the same time, I guess, the same like level of understanding where you guys can work together and just grow together and not fight and not like, you know, do toxic shit or be bad and cheat and boom. So let's run that up. And then you both have to be like, obviously with your partner, you both want to be fucking happy forever. If you guys are going to spend forever together, you both want to be happy. And that happiness is such a fucking odd thing because it's like, what the fuck is that? What is really being happy? And because I'm trying to be happy my whole life, and my therapist told me that was silly, or not silly, but like you're gonna go through points of being sad, which is not what I'm talking about. Because there's a difference, and you've either experienced it, you already have, you're experiencing it right now, you already have, or you haven't yet, and you fucking will. Most people will, I think. And it's where, yeah, you can be happy, and that you know you can be just happy and fulfilled, and get up, and you know, like shit's just good. You don't feel like bad, just for no reason or whatever the fuck. You know, shit'll make you sad and it'll bring you down, but you come back up, and so that's kind of what you want. That's what I want. But then there's like this, we'll say, I guess it's depression. I don't really like saying that because it's so weird. But that's like a whole different like state. That's not like, how do you avoid that? How do you avoid that? That's what I want to avoid for the rest of my life, is being in this fucking depressed state. I describe it to people as like a hole. And you fucking, you know, you fall down this hole. And I used to think once you got out the hole that you're out. And I used to be so proud of myself because I thought I really like climbed fucking just, climbed all the way out. And then, and that was like right before I had met that girl. I thought, man, I'm out. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy just living my life and not being like, not waking up every day. And it's just like, ugh. It's just like, okay, I'm here. And then I met the girl and, you know, whatever. And I got kicked back down the fucking hole. And when I got to the bottom, it's like so much deeper than it was before. Like hella fucking deeper. And I didn't see it coming. And I didn't think that I would get kicked back down the fucking hole. And now I feel like I don't know if I'm out or life is just like an eternal climb out the fucking hole. I don't know. But that's why happiness is so weird. Because what really is that? For me, I would describe happiness as not being in the fucking hole. I'll be sad, like you're supposed to be sad. And that's kind of why I want to do the podcast too, is, oh God, I hate talking to people about my fucking feelings. I used to be really good at it, but then I kind of got traumatized, I guess, or whatever the fuck. It's really just me thinking it, thinking nobody wants to hear my shit. And that goes back to the loser mentality, you know, me growing up. And I don't know, I just used to think, oh, nobody wants to kind of like it used to be a really pity, like, oh, boo-hoo, nobody likes Billy, and nobody wants to hang out with Billy, and nobody cares how Billy feels. But then now that I'm kind of older, it's not really like a sad. It's just like nobody gives a shit. And not in a sad way, but just like everyone's got their own shit. And like I don't ask people to hang out because I just assume like, oh, they're not trying to hang out with me. They ask, but you know, that's not how it works. Let me get a goddamn drink real quick. Let's look at the fire. Shit. 40 minutes. That's okay. We'll be done soon, I guess. Can I come back tomorrow? What are you doing tomorrow? You don't know? All right, well, I'm coming back tomorrow then. Will you be on? You want to come on? Sweet. Maybe we'll get Killian here too. That's my buddy. Hey, Killian. God damn it. The what? Who the fuck is Overtime Megan? I'm old. I don't know who that is. I am old. I'm 43. Anyway. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like, it's such a weird thing trying to combat and trying to battle. I don't even know what I was just talking about before I took my little sippy sip there. That nasty bitch. I hope you guys didn't hear his burp. But... oh yeah, the feelings. Yeah, it's funny because a lot of people around me, they just, I don't know, they, and it's such a man thing. Oh my God, it's such a toxic man thing to just, oh, let me keep all my feelings inside and da da da. Well, that's how you fucking grow up and you hate your life. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Are you kidding me? If you keep everything inside, I'll have to bring you on tomorrow and we'll talk about it. Yeah, you're fucking out of your mind, dude. You're out of your mind. That's what happens to people. They fucking want to keep it all inside, and they don't want to tell nobody because they think nobody gives a shit, or it's my own stuff to deal with. What are you saying exactly? Look, he's saying right here. Oh, really? Okay. God, we'll have to talk. We're going to talk about it tomorrow. Anyway. And that's how you end up fucking killing your wife and kids or shooting up a grocery store or goddamn going to some other country and doing a bunch of drugs and fucking hookers and you die over there because you did too much. If you were happy, you could do the drugs and fuck the hookers in your own homeland without people getting on your ass. But anyway, people keep it in too much and then it's like, I want to talk about my goddamn feelings. I got feelings out the ass. Out the fucking ass. And so I want to fucking talk about them, but just to make me feel better. I don't like, I mean, and that's what I'm doing here, I guess, because I'm not going to fucking talk to people. I mean, this is what the fucking podcast is going to be. If you really want to know, everybody asks me, well, what's the point of your podcast? When I wanted to do podcasts, when I did them before, the reason I started doing them was because my mom was pretty strict, so I couldn't really go out and party and stuff. She wanted me home by 12 o'clock. I'm not fucking driving because I couldn't drive in high school. Couldn't drive till I was 18. I am not in control of when I get home. If you want me home at 12 o'clock and someone pick me up, they're going to be like, oh, fuck you, Billy. We got to leave this party at 12 o'clock. I'm trying to get my damn ding-a-ling sucked. And then I look like the asshole, so I never went out. I always stayed home, and I'd stay home and go to school during the week and then fucking, and then I work. And then when I was in college, I did the same thing. I'd just stay home during the weekends because I didn't have anywhere to go. And I'd play Xbox. And I'd usually play a lot of Call of Duty or Madden, and it's so, like, just mind-numbing. I don't need to really focus and pay attention, so I would throw a fucking podcast on. And the only one I listened to was the Bill Burr podcast. He's my favorite comedian. He still is my favorite comedian, and this is what he does. He just sits and fucking talks about whatever the fuck. And the reason I liked it was because it felt like I had, like, a friend there with me. And so I was just kind of hanging out, listening to my friend talk. while I'm fucking playing Xbox. I'm just chilling, you know? And that's kind of what this is going to fucking be. That's why we have the Minecraft. That's why we're putting the Minecraft gameplay in it. Because who the fuck wants to sit here and look at my, I would say ugly ass, but we got to work on the confidence. So my pretty ass, just sit here and chitty chat by the fire. Like, we'll put some Minecraft up. Nate really told me, Nate was the one who told me I didn't want to do the video. But he said, we fucking got it. And that's what people like, you idiot. So why don't you use it? So I'm like, yeah, you're right. You're right. So, that's kind of what the point is, I guess. And if you don't like it, well, I mean, bitch, you don't gotta fucking listen to it. I don't listen to fucking podcasts. I think they're stupid. I think podcasts are dumb. But I like doing it, so I'm gonna do that. And that's really the point of the podcast. So I'm gonna get I'm gonna get personal, and I'm gonna talk about, you know, real shit. And it's funny because I feel like all over the internet, it's like a lot of like positivity. Like you want to be, you know, everyone's like, ooh, grind and motivate. And, you know, I know this one guy, shout out, we'll just say his name, shout out Corn. Fucking Corn. This corny ass bitch is talking about, well, my favorite day of the week is Monday. Set the tone. He doesn't talk like that at all, but set the tone. I get to set the tone for the week. Like, dude, I feel like a piece of shit right now. I did cocaine all night last night, and now because I feel empty inside, and now I'm reconsidering my whole fucking life. And you're telling me to set the tone for Monday. Well, bitch, it's 4 a.m. I'm out of cocaine, and I gotta work at 7:30. What is the tone for the week? I mean, fuck. And I'm sorry, my family who's seeing this. I do drugs. I'm not an alcoholic, though. I'm pretty good with it. But, yeah, I mean, I'm going to talk about how I feel like a piece of shit. And I'm not all motivated all the time. Who the fuck is motivated all the time? Who feels good about themselves all the time? Who feels who is ready to wake up and just tackle the world every day? Every day, every fucking hour of the day that you're awake, you're ready to just tackle the fucking day, and you never have any doubts, you never feel low on yourself, or just question yourself. Maybe I think too much. I feel like I do think too much, but when I was doing the mushrooms, you know what I realized? I don't know if thinking too much is like a thing. I think, well, because, I mean, look at this shit. From the time you wake up, you open your eyes, you're thinking. And then when you go to bed, some people cannot sleep because they think too much, because their thoughts race. They need medication. They need, you know, they have like a little ritual. I throw on fucking rain sounds, or I love the rain sounds, the ambiance noise. Let's see. And I listen to weird ones because it's just so fun. My favorite would be a hotel air conditioning unit. Oh, God, I can feel that one right now. I'm getting little chills. Yeah, that thing, he's got one over there. They're fire, but he keeps it hot as fuck in here. He keeps it hot as hell in here. The hotel air conditioning unit. I've got an air conditioning unit on top of a building, on top of a skyscraper. I think the weirdest one I tell people is, I listened to one where it's like ambiance noise in a restaurant. So like you're just sitting there and you can hear clinking of the forks and people talking but not conversation. And it's just loud, and I've listened to that. So, you know, and people need shit like that. You think so much. You need drugs or underwater, a bathtub filling up while the camera's underwater to help you go to sleep. I'm like, what the fuck? I listened to one where they turn the shower on and they keep the door open, but you're like down the hallway. You're not in the bathroom listening to so I don't think overthinking, like thinking too much is a bad thing. You're just thinking the wrong way, or you're thinking about the wrong shit. I don't know. But yeah. That's kind of what I'm going to get on here and do. I mean, it won't be that all the time. It's not going to be like Billy feeling weak, like, bleh. No, it's not that. But I am going to, if I'm if I'm down during the week and I got to come in here and talk, I'm not going to pretend I'm all yippee fucking kaye, bitch, set the tone. Like, oh, my tone's great this week. Like, fuck no. This week might have sucked. I might be feeling like shit this week. And that's just what happens. Do you have friends that fucking come talk to you and they've had a shitty week? It happens. So I'm not going to get up here and preach about fucking being the best. I mean, I would like to come up here and talk about and help people because, see, the thing about life, goddammit, I read it on Twitter one time, and this girl goes, or the guy goes, yeah, when my son, my unborn child, it's time for him to get a car, I'm not paying for it. Like, he's going to work for it, so da-da-da-da-da. And some person goes, well, you're a fucking idiot. Because he said, if you, like, gain this knowledge and you gain all this shit and you don't pass it to your children that you've learned and try and help them out the best way you could, I guess the car is not a good example, but you're dumb. Because they're learning lessons you already learned. You don't gotta fucking make them work for a car to make them understand the like, if you have money to buy them a car and you're making them work for this car because you want them to learn the value of working hard and all that shit, you can do that without fucking, them getting a car. Like, you can instill that before they're 16 years old. Jesus fuck. And so that's kind of my idea here. I'm not getting up here and I'm going to preach about stuff and talk about things because I think I know everything. I fucking don't. I'm an idiot, I think. I can't tell if I'm a smart person or I'm a dumbass. They say the people who think they're dumbasses are smart, and people who think they're really smart are dumbasses. I think I'm a dumbass because there's like never-ending knowledge that you have to learn in life. I don't know. Like, there's a whole bunch of all this camera shit and all this shit. I didn't set this up. I didn't set any of it. I won't even edit this. He'll edit this. I don't know how to fucking edit. I gotta learn. I couldn't even set up the camera and the audio if I wanted to do it. And so, I come in here and I feel fucking stupid because I get, but it's just because I haven't learned it yet. So yeah, I'm just trying to pass on like my knowledge and my experience and just what I've learned, and it might not be correct. But you got to take it and internalize it and think about it and spin it however, it might work for you. So that's what I'm fucking trying to do. And it's still going to be fun. It's going to be fun around here, I promise. I got a bunch of people I want to bring on. I'm going to bring on a bunch of my friends. People that aren't my friends, I don't know who the fuck I got one guy lined up that is not my friend. He is my friend, but like he's a big Jesus guy, and you would think like, oh God, but man, this motherfucker, I see him in the gym. He's like 70 years old. Man, he's got a fucking 6-pack. He's fucking doing all this shit, and he'll come up to me in the gym and he'll go, Billy, I got one foot in heaven right now, and the other one right here. He's like, I'm not even here right now. I'm with God, and I feel like da-da-da. Oh, dude, he's so funny. He's hilarious. I can't wait to get Paul in here. You guys are gonna love Paul. But yeah, that's what the fuck it's gonna be. It's gonna be whatever I want. And if you don't like it, you don't gotta listen. It's okay. There's so many more fucking podcasts out there. You can listen to my friend's podcast, who they don't even fucking release them, so once they start dropping, I'll fucking boop. I ain't even talking about just you either, bitch. Or let's see, what's my favorite podcast? My favorite podcast is the guy who dresses up as a gecko, and then people just call him with their problems. Therapy gecko. He's so fucking funny. So yeah, it's gonna be a whole bunch of shit. So yeah. That's what it's going to be. I guess I'm done here. I'm done. I think this is a good stopping point. So we're going to end it here. So I'd like to thank everybody for listening. If you fucking listened all the way here, thank you. And I guess we'll chitty chat later. I hope you guys have a good week. Oh, I guess This is gonna sound corny. Look, see, and that right there. This is gonna sound corny. I know I wasn't gonna be preaching up here and doing all this da 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 da. Set the tone for Monday, bitch. Like, fuck. But I guess we'll leave on this little piece of advice I have, which I'm trying to do. Which is what is it? Oh, chase your daydreams. Chase your daydreams. That's a good one because my dreams are fucking weird. And recently I've been dying in a lot of my dreams. So, like, I don't want that to happen. So, and that's what I'm doing here. Chasing my daydreams, I guess. I'm trying to be like Mr. Beast. Just so I can, I don't know. He's got so much money and he helps so many people. That's like the coolest fucking shit ever. That's so cool. So, I don't know. Hopefully I can figure out a way to do that. And I guess that's my little way right there. Follow your daydreams. All right. Well, fuck. All right. Well, oh! We'll do this. The vaping. This is one thing I'm trying to quit, and I think the podcast will help me fucking be accountable for it. Frick Vape. I saw a kid last week. He's wearing a Frick Vape hoodie. I guess it's a YouTuber shit, though. So, I don't know. I might make my own Frick Vape hoodie, something like that. I'm going to take one more hit, though. And it's dead. Oh, my God. It's so good. I don't even like it. All right, Nate. Take it from me. There you go. All right, so no more vaping for Billy. God damn, it's going to be tough. But we're all about the self-improvement over here, I guess. So that's it. Let's go Celtics. Whenever this drops, hopefully they're not fucking eliminated. And I'll talk to you guys later. See ya. We're done.